You are in the mix with D.HALL and the People's Show.
Coming to us out of studio today in beautiful Raleigh, North Carolina. He stands next to his world-famous producer, Jay. He is the number one, undisputed, top talk show host on the air today. The voice of the people show. Ladies and gentlemen, here is D.HALL.
Your production.
Hello to everybody. Good to see you. Thank y'all for coming on. It's Labor Day weekend. And man, it's wow. We just come through a lot of rainstorm. But first of all, I want to thank my Heavenly Father for letting me and being able to come on to you today and bring you another fantastic show. And I'm glad to see y'all. Another Sunday, and we're back. Combat Sunday, as I call it. Combat Sports Sunday. Always on every Sunday at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And Thursdays at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thank y'all for coming in. But before we go any further, this is an online talk show. This is a program that is the talk and discussion. This is an online talk show that educate adult audiences. Parental advisory is advised. Some things may not be censored for the kids. So, hey, watch your kids. Be careful. There might be some things that we may say today out of the way. You never know how it's going to be here on the D.HALL People Show. This is one of the best shows around in North Carolina. Good to see y'all. I got a guest on today, son of two-time former world champion, middleweight champion, G.McCLEALLN. Wow, man. Let's get him in. Let's get ready to talk because I know he's ready. I'm ready. Y'all share the video one time. Share the feed one time, if you will. Let's bring him in right now.
Hey, how you
What's
doing?
up? How you doing, my man?
Oh, hey, I'm doing real good, man. Never better.
That's good, man. You're looking like you're ready to knock somebody out right now.
Hey, what's the saying that they say? You stay ready so you don't gotta get ready.
That's right. Before we go any further, it's good to have you on. I want you to tell the people who you are and where you're from, man.
Okay, so I am the son of a two-time middleweight world champion, boxing Hall of Fame legend, Gerald McCLEALLN Sr. Gerald G.McCLEALLN Sr. And I'm from Freeport, Illinois, 815, born.
All right.
Hey, so I go by Gerald McCLEALLN Jr. You know, my father named me that, and I took on the alias of SOG. SOG means son of Gerald.
Oh, okay.
Son of Gerald. So you know, I gotta. People may say that I got big shoes to fill. You know,
Yeah.
I feel like that I'm ready for any and everything that's, you know, thrown in my path, and you know, with God by my side, and you know, with the heart that I got that I inherited from my father, I'm ready for any and everything in this world that, you know, that may be thrown in my way.
That's great. And we're gonna get into that. We're gonna get into your father a little bit, but the show's about you. We're gonna touch on him, touch on your aunt and her magnificent thing that she's doing. And I want to say hello to some people that are coming in right now. I want to say hello to Tyshawn Wilson out of North Carolina, a good friend of mine. Thank him for coming on, brother. Lisa Jones, North Carolina's coming in. They're gonna rock and roll with me today. She's in here too. Longtime friend. Thank you, Lisa, for coming on. And T-Bone, Tyrone Dixon, Fayetteville, North Carolina, the guy. And I'm always, let me grab this because I don't have it on today. He made me and Jay little things here. So
Okay.
thank you. Yeah, it's necklaces. Probably gonna make you one too.
Thank, thank
Yeah, good to see you, and thank y'all for coming in. And for those of people that, before we get into our interview, for those people that I may miss your name, welcome y'all too, because sometimes I can't see everybody. I'm running like three machines here and trying to be one person doing three things. But look, let's get it started, man. Glad to have you on, Junior. If you don't mind you calling you Junior, I'm glad to have you on. No doubt about it. Look, man, wow. We're gonna get right down into it. You got a big family. You got a big family. You grew into that. How was it for you as a young man coming up in a family that was really big? How was it for you?
Oh man. So okay. My mother. My mother has 8 kids, 7 boys and 1 girl. Now, I'm the only child out of my mother's kids that have a different father, which is, my father, Gerald McCLEALLN.
Okay. Okay.
And on my father's side, I have 2 younger siblings. Um, I have a little sister and I have a younger brother. My younger brother's about a year and a half younger than me, and my little sister is about 4 years younger than me. So I'm the oldest sibling on my father's side, and just growing up, after the accident in '95,
Mm-hmm.
school, everybody always knew, who my father was.
Right.
Everybody always acknowledged, oh yeah, that's the G-Man son, and everybody will always ask me since I was little,
Mm-hmm.
am I gonna box when I get older, or whatever. But my mother, she wasn't too fond of the idea of me boxing, because of what happened to my dad.
Yeah.
Her or
Yeah.
my aunts, my dad's sisters on my dad's side. So I mean, growing up it just kind of
Yeah.
grew.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, and I mean, I can understand, that they probably wasn't too fond of what happened to your dad. We're going to talk about that within the next, as soon as we can, about your father and all that. But I guess they wasn't that way, because of what had happened to him, and we'll get into that a little bit later on. But your father was a two-time a middleweight champion of the world. Did you foresee yourself getting to be a boxer or wanting to be a boxer? Did you foresee that?
Well, so okay, after my father's accident in '95, um, and he wasn't able to, be hands on with me, like a father is,
Yeah.
son, because he was blind and paralyzed,
Right.
confined to a wheelchair. So, that right there,
Mm-hmm.
it to, you know, discover the streets, wander off into the streets and, you
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
um, get into a lot of things and experiment and just, see
Mm-hmm.
see what life was,
Yeah. Yeah.
with
Young kid. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, without any parental guardianship,
Yeah.
man. As far as a father, my mother was always there, but let's see, 14, 15,
Yeah. Yeah.
you becoming a young man, it's kind of hard for a single mother to,
Mm-hmm.
stay on top of their 14, 15-year-old son at that age.
Yep.
Um, so I found boxing. Boxing found me.
Right.
Boxing found me, and I got into a gym around like 17 years old. Got to playing around, with the amateur circuit a little bit, and yeah, I liked it. I like fighting. I
Yeah. Just like mine.
about
Mm-hmm.
fighting comes natural to me. I like fighting a lot, an awful lot, and
Right.
I just got it honest.
Right. You got it honest. And I can relate to what you're saying. 14, 15 years old. No father there. And the same thing in my situation. And you're looking for something, looking for someone. That's what you're doing at that year.
Yeah,
At that age, you're looking for someone to step into your life, but that didn't happen. And so I can relate to that. I don't know. Is there anybody in here, any men, any young men, men that has been through what he's been through? Because I know I have. Because I can understand that. I can relate to that. And I know there's some other people that are here that can relate to that. Hello to Kevin D.HALL, good friend of mine, always coming on the program. And you can't see him, but I can. And I want to thank him for coming in. Chuck Medsar, another guy who's great. He does a lot of different things. Was an ex? He used to. What Chuck? What did you do? Take pictures of boxers. He was a photographer. Good to see him. And we just talked about it. That was my next question. Small kid. You wasn't around your father a lot, so you just talked about that. So that was my next question to you. Uh, uh, let's go back a little bit. We'll talk about your dad for a minute here. Do you remember the night that he fought Nigel Ben? Do you remember that? Do you remember any parts of that?
Vaguely.
Vaguely. Okay.
So what I remember is, okay. Now I have a lot of memories as far as me and my father together. Like me and my father, like when I tell you that I had, Superman was my father, man.
Right.
My dad. My dad would come and get me for the summer, for holidays, for birthdays. Me match clothes. Me and him.
Mm-hmm.
Every single one of his cars that he done bought. Any foreigns, any fast cars, any tricked out cars. I was right there on the passenger side with my seatbelt on me.
Right.
And we would go everywhere. He would show me off. He loved to show me off. To his friends, his family. This is little.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
I got that love at an early stage.
Right.
And I'm thankful that I remember it.
Yeah.
I got that early stage.
Yeah.
And how he was with me is exactly how I am with my kids.
Okay, good.
So but to answer your question, I vaguely remember that.
Right.
So I remember I was walking around in the house. I guess the fight was on.
Right.
And, I'm in my mother's house.
Right.
And I guess it was on pay-per-view. So I'm going from room to room to room,
Mm-hmm.
and on multiple TVs. And so, I just see people crying and people sad. I'm just like, going from this room to that room, like, man, what's going on? Like, So my mother pulled me to the side and she was just like, listen, I want to talk to you. Something's happening with your dad.
Right.
I'm young. I'm 6 years old, man.
Oh wow, you were 6 years. Okay, yeah.
So I'm like, listen, something happened to your dad, man. He's in the hospital. He got hurt. I mean, I took it as any 7-year-old kid would take it. I knew it was serious, but I just didn't know to the
how serious. Yeah.
So he was in London, England for a while.
Right.
And London, England, after they did the surgeries on him, after he came out of his coma and whatever, after they did the surgeries on him, they flew him back to the United States, and he was.
Right.
I was actually born. I got roots there. My father, so he was in Milwaukee. So me and my mother would, catch a bus, catch a Greyhound,
Mm-hmm.
And go to Milwaukee and go see him.
Right.
We going to go see him in the hospital, and it's all my dad's side of the family there. My uncles, my great aunts, my cousins, everybody, man. Like,
right.
And everybody. So,
right.
I remember like a movie, so we going into I remember my mom trying to prep me up for this, like the first time I seen him.
Yeah.
She, little Gerald, listen, your dad, you're gonna have to talk to him, you got to, because he can't talk back.
Yeah.
It's just like, what? So we go into the hospital and we go see him, and he wasn't himself.
Yeah.
Not really how he was, but he wasn't himself, man. He couldn't talk. He couldn't see me. It was just different.
Wow.
And that right there, you know, because my youngest is 5 years old.
Right.
And then I have 11-year-old son. I got a 12-year-old son. I got kids, but I'm just saying my youngest kids. So like, if I was to go to my 11-year-old son right now,
Mm-hmm.
if something happened to, you know, his aunt or his uncle that
Mm-hmm.
he's close with, and then go take him to go see his aunt or uncle that it happened, and she's not functioning in the same manner that he's used to, it's gonna just
Exactly. Wow, you know, that's you know, I want to say hello to Paul Pierce. Paul Pierce is a fighter out of the UK. We a long time friend. He also knows your aunt Lisa. But that's that's devastation. You know, for a young kid, 6 or 7 years old. And like I say, you did a very good job of remembering what you remembered. I could feel what you were saying, you know, because your father, two-time world champion, the night he fought Nigel Benn, and actually I remember that fight, but I didn't know what had happened, during that. I mean, does it? How does it? I know it's there with you all the time. Do you think about it sometime? Now that you're grown now.
well, and it's crazy because okay, so me, I consider myself one of a kind. Like I'm different. Like
Right. Yeah.
the average things that will that's a scare
Hmm.
the average individual
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
deter them, or
Away
hurt
from.
away from
Hmm.
something, I run to.
Okay. Okay.
So,
Yeah. Yeah.
like
Yeah.
I said, like no, my family, like no one wanted me to go down that same path,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
you know, continue on the legacy and do this profession, But
Right.
I'm I'm an individual where I have to okay, so growing up, everybody would call me hard headed.
Right.
The
Right.
hard individual, I have to turn right when everybody is going left. I have to. So,
I got you.
so like, and like I pride myself on the heart that I have, and I get that from my father. I,
Yeah.
so I walk into every fight, every battle, and not just in the ring, just in life. I walk
Yes.
into every battle in life with courage and heart. And
Yeah.
I have to, I, I always think, like, I always had these talks with myself when I'm faced with adversity or any situation. I just be like, man, what would my dad would have had to, man, did?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
What, what my dad would have had said, what he would have had.
Right.
And,
Exactly.
and I guess those are the talks that, I kind of would have with him, you know,
Hmm.
without him being present. So,
Right.
you know,
Yeah.
because
Gotcha.
like the type of guy he was, he was a warrior, man. He is,
Yeah.
you
I
know.
mean, he was incredible fighter too, man. I'm telling you, he was all dynamite. Yeah, he was dynamite, brother. Want to say hello to Terrence Gilmore out of Michigan. That's my brother from another mother. Love him to death. Thank you for coming on, Terrence. He said he is a great fighter. That's what Terrence said. Says he's a great fighter, and he is, and truly he is. What's up, Paul? Paul said hello to us. Um, we want to move on a little further. I'm gonna touch a little bit on you as a person. You had a little problem. You got locked up a little, served a little time and all that. How was it for you? What did you think about? What was going through your mind as you served your time?
Okay, so like I said, my my case is not like another case. Uh, my case is not like a lot of other cases, as far as a father not being present. You know,
Right, right,
so my father wasn't. My father isn't present. You know, due to the fact of him. It's
Right.
circumstance.
Right.
You know,
Exactly. Yeah.
so like I said, I got Superman as a father, man.
Right.
If
Yeah.
my father, was in good health as far as can see out of both eyes and could walk, he would be me and him would be like this
Oh, I believe
every
it.
single day.
I believe it.
So with my father being ripped away from my life as far as being active,
Right.
that that made me seek that bond and that love out of a father into the.
Hmm.
So I was in the streets real heavy and
Yeah. Yeah.
and
Yeah. Oh yeah.
typical black kid story,
Oh
without
yeah.
a present father, So I got into a lot of trouble, and I end up doing 7.5 years in federal prison,
Right.
and that saved my life. That evolved me as a man.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Mm-hmm.
that made me mature and realize what
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to do in life, as far as being a role model to my kids,
Right.
being
Exactly.
a man, taking life seriously, just
Mm-hmm.
all of the above, man. Like,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
you know,
Well, it gives you a different outlook as
yeah,
a young man.
yes, it
uh,
does.
it gives you say, wait a minute, what am I doing here? I got kids. They're going to
Yes,
look up to me. You know what I'm saying? So that just changes everything. And I understand that, you know what I'm saying? Because you have to give them the right path. And that's what you're doing.
yeah.
And I like that. I like that. I want to say hello to Steve Ashford Jr. Out of that, got a gym over there somewhere in North Carolina, Fuquay. But anyway, Steve Ashford Jr., thank you for coming on, my brother. Good to see you. Um, let's get into your boxing a little bit here. You started boxing and you got into it. You had some amateur fights. Uh, what you had your amateur fight. You wasn't in there long. What did you bring from the amateurs that helped you right now in the pros?
Okay, so let's just get this in the clear right now. Like, I don't even, me personally, there's nothing.
Yeah.
Until, like, while I'm in the gym right now and I work with amateurs and I teach them certain techniques and things and stuff like that, like,
Hmm.
it's like being an amateur is all about experience, gaining the experience.
Hmm.
There's nothing wrong with getting your feet wet and gaining that experience.
Hmm.
Build you up, build your confidence up. If you want to go to the pros. But
Right.
me personally, I don't like the amateurs. I don't. It was never for me. These amateurs, these bright, talented, man, phenomenon, amateurs that's coming
Yeah.
up in the game now, like
Yeah. Yeah.
that 100, 150, 200 fights,
Yeah.
national winners,
Yeah.
everything like that, golden gloves. Like, I don't have those credentials. I don't.
Right. Right.
And like, I tilt my hat off to them because it takes hard work and dedication. And I tilt my hat off to the fathers and the trainers and the
Yeah.
coaches, that are on top of them, making sure that they stay out of trouble and they stay on that right path, and stay disciplined, stay in the gym, But me personally, the amateurs, I only had 6 amateur fights.
Right. Okay.
I, I didn't have a long, extensive,
Right.
amateur career.
Korea. Yeah.
I was like I said, that experience and that confidence builder.
Right.
You going through the amateur circuit.
Yeah.
Me, I already felt like I already had that confidence to where like, yeah, I'm ready to go pro. Whenever. So
Yeah.
I only
Yeah.
had amateur fights, and I felt that I was ready after that.
Right. Okay. Well, hey, look, everybody's built
Yeah,
different.
yeah,
And
exactly.
that's how I look at that. You know what I'm saying? You know what's best for you. Nobody can tell you what's best for you. If
Yep.
you had 6 amateur fights, oh well. You know
Mhm.
what I'm saying? You know what's best for you, and you know what you are capable of doing.
Yep.
See, somebody can do, and that's what I say. Everybody, I can do certain things that maybe you can't. You can do certain things that I can't do,
Uh-huh.
and that's how I look at that. Yeah, I just wanted to get a feel of how, since you didn't do a whole lot of amateur, why and why it was. Look, you got a fight coming up pretty soon. Tell me a little bit about that fight just coming up.
Okay, so right now I'm on. I joke all the time, but I'm serious though. I have a wonderful sense of humor, but in the gyms, when I'm talking to my fellow boxers, and different coaches, I tell everybody because they ask me because I just fought May.
Yeah, you just had a fight. Yeah.
And it was first round, technically first round knockout, but because the second round he didn't come out, they called it quits, so
Right.
they gave me a second round TKO. Then I just fought in Houston, August 12th, and that was
Right.
first round TKO. That was
Mhm.
a minute and I think 30 seconds or something like that. A
Yeah.
shot.
Yeah.
So my next fight, I've been telling everybody as I've been promoting this interview right here that I'm going to
Right.
be announcing the next fight. So my next fight will be in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, September 30th.
September 30th. Okay, Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Okay, and you are a light heavyweight. Is that correct?
I am. I fight at
Okay.
155.
Okay, light heavy. Okay, that's 175. Okay, for y'all that didn't know that, of course I didn't know it until he told me, but I figured it was somewhere up around that light heavyweight division, which is a hot division too, also. That light heavyweight division there. Yeah, look, the state of boxing is hot right now.
Yes.
It's very hot. It's smoking. Um, um, what do you think about some of these fights that's going on? What do you think, what do you think is doing for the state of boxing in your mind?
Like I like me and my cousin. Shout out to my cousin Terrence.
Hmm.
Me and him talk boxing every single day. He got his favorites. I got my favorites.
Right.
I know he watching this. Look, you chose a side, stay on that side, and I got my.
He's watching this one, ain't he?
But yeah. So like right now it's one big flavorful pot of gumbo, man. Just with all the
Yeah.
ingredients, just
Yeah.
everything. Like boxing is hot, like you said right now. Like
Yeah. It's hot. It's smoking, man.
it is a wonderful time to be in the sport of boxing right now.
It
Like,
really is. It really is.
I respect all sports, because every athlete have a certain amount of level of discipline, to do what they do day in, day out. Because I know me.
Hmm.
Listen, today is Sunday.
Yep.
Today is Sunday, the 3rd of September.
Yep.
Yesterday, I just sparred. Yesterday,
Wow.
Saturday. So
Wow.
I like Monday through Saturday,
Hmm.
I'm training.
You're training.
After I sparred,
Hmm.
I jogged 4 miles.
Mm.
So and then there's the right, staying in shape.
Yeah.
Then, mentally, you have to be prepared.
Yeah.
You they say boxing is the loneliest sport, right? And they say that because you have to separate yourself from the rest of the world and
Hmm.
focus in and have that tunnel vision
That's right. Yeah.
on doing.
Yep. Yep.
So tunnel vision, you can't worry about what they doing over here or what they doing over there or what they doing in the back.
That's right.
Straightforward.
Forward. That's right. That's exactly right.
You in that driver's seat, because it's just gonna be just you in that ring,
Mhm.
like it's lonely.
Yeah.
It's lonely, but
Yeah.
like I am a people person, I am, and I'm also an introvert. So
Right.
I appreciate my alone time when I'm at the gym, when I'm jogging my miles by myself, my headphones on, doing my road work, when I'm running my miles. Like I
Hmm.
appreciate that alone time. You
Yeah.
have that all the time. You
Yeah.
have
I imagine you do, because that's being it's quiet time for you.
Yeah,
That's what it is.
I
Uh,
love.
quiet time. T Bone says, I think he's talking about when you was in prison. He says, no one on earth is perfect, my brother. We all still have a lot to learn in the game of life. Keep doing what you're doing, what you love, and helping others, and keep God first in
Yes.
your life. Amen. All right. Yeah. Amen. Uh, Cruz Expressions says fact. Cruz Expressions out of Charlotte, North Carolina. He's been doing. My man is on here right now. He's been doing a lot for you here the last 5 to 6 days, turning up, doing all kinds of pictures and stuff. He says facts, no doubt. He said preach. SOG. He said preach, man.
Hey, Cruz Expressions. Hey, listen, I want to thank Cruz Expressions. Thank you, brother. Ever since me and D.HALL hooked up and got to promoting this interview right here, he reached out to me. He said that he had a future interview coming up with you. So,
Yes.
you
Yes.
know, he wanted to touch bases with me, and he seen what I'm doing, and he got what he got going on. With a few boxers and a few athletes, and
Yep.
we didn't came together. We didn't put both our minds together, and we got a lot of content coming out.
Great.
He's been he's been taking my logos. I got about probably 5 or 6 logos.
Right.
He's been taking those and remixing those and putting his touch on them, and I've been putting them out there. You
Oh
know,
yeah.
SOG community, they've been loving it, they've been eating it up. So I want to give a big thanks, and a shout out to Cruz Expressions. And
Oh yeah.
hey,
He's
there's plenty much more work to come up out of me and him working together.
Yeah, I mean, wonderful guy. I'm look to have him on the 21st of this month to help him in any type of way I can and getting him out. He does wonderful work. I saw some of his work he did with you, and I was like, wow, this guy's talented. Not only that, but he does a lot more other stuff, and I've seen that too. He's very talented with what he does, and I want to thank him for being a part of our show today and stopping in and showing love right here on the D.HALL People Show with my man. Yeah, with my man. G.McCLEALN. I keep saying McClendon. It's McClellan. I keep saying McClendon. Oh my God. Glad to have you on, my brother. No doubt about it. Look, we talk about this SOG, man.
Oh yeah.
What does it mean to you, brother?
Listen, just you asking me that, um, it brings a smile to me, and I just so many different emotions, come to my head, and just like, okay, so first I would like to say
Hmm.
it is an absolute honor. It is an honor to continue on and pick up where my father left off.
Right.
And
Exactly.
just, because my father's career was cut short.
Oh yeah. Sure was, man.
No,
Yeah.
it was cut short. So, and my father was and is a great man, as far
Oh
as
yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
father, son,
Yeah.
uncle, nephew. Like he it's crazy because I'm like him reincarnated. Like he was the light, for the family. He got all the family together. Brought everybody together, and everybody had a good time. Anybody could call on him for advice, and he just uplift people. Stuff like that. He was just a natural leader.
Yeah.
So I feel like, with the things that I go through in life, like, and I may have conversations with my second mother. Shout out to my aunt Lisa, man. My aunt Lisa,
Oh
that's
yeah.
art.
Yeah. Yeah. That's that.
That's
Yeah.
my
She's a nice lady, man.
second mother, man. The,
Yeah.
the level of everything she does for the McClellan family, for my
Oh
father,
yeah. She does a lot, man.
she literally put her life
Yep.
on the back burner,
Yep.
to take care of my father 24/7.
Yep.
And you don't see that.
Yeah.
You don't
You don't.
But like,
You don't.
that is love and loyalty right there.
Yes, it is.
That
Yes,
is
it
love
is.
and loyalty.
Yes, it is.
Even like some years and years ago, when my mother was having a tough time, being a single mother with 8 kids, she reached out and came and got me from Chicago from my mother, brought me down to Freeport, and that's when Freeport to actually live with her and my father,
right?
And she being as her son. So I thank her for so much as far as being a part of my life and doing things in my life, my father's life, and now for being in my career.
Oh yeah.
She's listen, and when I tell you, she's very overprotective of me because of what happened to my father.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
And you don't want to see that same thing play out.
Oh yeah.
Because my father, like, when you have that certain that father had, for the other body that was great, like, you tend to, like, your entourage. You tend to have a big entourage and a lot of people that's around you. Some because they believe in you and love you. Some the love is not genuine. Some they just love you just because they was going to be a So she is a person that is weeding out that only love the ulterior motives that's not good.
Right.
She's like this at the door.
Yep.
She's
I believe it.
Like, okay,
I believe it.
What are your intentions with my nephew?
Right.
Because I'm not playing about this one right here. This one right here, he's one of mine, and he's gonna be well protected. And so I got to give her flowers, and just say that I love you if you're watching this.
Yes. Yeah.
And continue to watch over me, continue to be my angel like you've been doing.
Oh, she's a wonderful person. That's your aunt Lisa McClellan. I'll get it right one day. But anyway, she's she's a wonderful person. And one thing I do notice about her, she's the same. She's always the same. She never changes, and I love that about her. She's been on my program twice, and she's just the same person, and she means business. And I like that. I like that. Let's got a few comments for you. Cruz expresses thanks, my man. Me and SOG about to lock it down with the trading cards. And he says thanks for the opportunity to grind it out with you. And it says to me, D.HALL, appreciate you, brother. I appreciate you too, Cruz. We got you on the 21st, brother. No doubt about it. Hello to Jackie Bowers out of New Jersey. Hello to you, Jackie. You're just tuning in now with me. We have the son of the 2-time middleweight champion of the world. Yeah, Gerald McCLEALLN Jr. Glad to have him on my show, man. Love it, love it. We get ready to wind it down, Gerald. Just want to get your thoughts on some things here. Next, couple more questions here for you. Let's talk about some of these fights, man. I'm saying Charlo and Alvarez. What do you think? What's your thoughts on it?
I like them both. They bring a lot of things to the table. They're Charlo, fearless.
Yeah.
We talk about that heart, man. Heart is heart. Heart will take you a long way in this sport, man.
Oh yeah.
Because okay, so real quick, you can have a guy that's a very, very talented, crafty boxer.
Mm-hmm.
And then you can have a guy that's not so good of a boxer, it just has a lot of heart. And he get in there and he's just fearless and he takes chances.
Yeah.
Now, the guy that, that's a good boxer may have never came up across a guy that has heart, and when a guy that has heart shows up and he get passes, the the great boxing skills, that the boxer has to offer.
Mm-hmm.
And after that, it's like, man, this guy, he can't be beat. I can't break him.
Right. Yeah.
He has
Yeah.
his will,
His will.
his determination.
Yeah.
Like it can't be broke.
Yep.
So then where you go?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And Charlo has heart. Both of the Charlo brothers have heart.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Nello, very crafty, very talented. Do I think he's more skilled than the Charlo brother? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. But he has heart also.
Yeah.
They have good chins.
Yeah.
They both have, they both bring a lot to the table.
Right.
A lot to the table. So this should be a good fight. But who am I going with?
Yeah.
I can't say it.
Okay. All right. That's cool. That's no problem. You can't say it. Yeah. It's no big deal. Matter of fact, we just talked your aunt up. Hello to you, Lisa. She just joined in. There she is. She wouldn't miss this for the world. I know. Thank you for coming in, Lisa. Appreciate you. Got the foundation over there for the fighters too. Thank you, Lisa, for coming in.
Real quick, let me give. I just gave my mother last her flowers, and told her, I know if she haven't seen it, she gonna go back and watch it. She gonna see what all I just said. But real quick, I want to give a shout out to her foundation. She's the president of Ring of Brotherhood. The Ring of Brotherhood consists of, in a circle, a panel of people that actually, care about the fighters.
Right.
While they're in the ring and after they out of the ring. Because so this game is like, when you on, you on. When you're not on, you're not.
Right.
So what I mean by that is when you hot and you winning, you're a winner. Everybody around you, everybody want to be a part of you, everybody want to be attached to you. But when you lose, everybody just, they kind of fall back from you, people are attached to winners naturally. They want to be a part of winning. I want to be a part of winning. And, I feel like, if you're going to be a diehard fan or a supporter, be with that person, whether they're winning, losing, whether they up, down, whether they're going through something, be a part of that person.
Yeah.
Be a part of their career, because at the same time, we're fighters, train day in, day out, for a specific reason, to get in there and to fight. But at the same time, we people too. We humans too.
Yeah, oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Sure. Just because, we might, like I said, you have to have tunnel vision. This is a long sport. You have to block out the whole entire world, while we in preparation of getting ready for a fight, while we in training camp, while we, training our mind and our body as well, So, don't be with us 1 minute and then kick us when we down, to the curb. And Wing of Brotherhood, they help boxers, that are active while they're, active in the ring and outside of the ring.
Right.
Even after their career.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of boxers, that were great once upon a time, but now, that they're retired, they're a little older, people forget about you.
Oh, yeah.
Forget about you, but Ring of Brotherhood, my mother's foundation, like I pride them on, and I love what they're doing because they don't forget about the fighters. They care. Right. They don't forget about the fighters.
Yeah. Yep. And that's a good thing. That's a good thing. And I know that's what Lisa's all about, her and the other gentleman, I can't think of his name, but I know that's what they're all about, doing that. She said, thank you, nephew. She said she saw it. I think she had seen some things that you said up here. But yeah, look, a couple more things. Fight coming up possibly Devin Haney and Regis Prograde. They 140 pounders.
So Regis, hard hitter. So I'm here in Texas. This is where I reside. I'm here in Texas, and I've been to about this month. September makes a year that I've been here. Me and my family, and I've been about a good 8 or 9 gyms.
Mm-hmm.
Gyms, sparring, getting work in with other pros and
right.
Amateurs. So one thing that I've heard about Regis is, and these from people who sparred him, I fight at 175, walk around at 180.
Right.
Regis is 140.
Right.
They say Regis hits like a light heavyweight.
Right. Yeah.
They say that dude can hit. They say he can hit. So this is going to be big for Devin Haney. You know.
Yeah, well, he's moving up from 135 to 140. So, it's it's just weight. There's a reason why there's weight classes, and he's moving up. So, I just wanted to get your pick on what you think about it.
Devin Haney Devin Haney doesn't have power at all.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to my cousin. Me and him, I call him Pillow Hands, Mr. Pillow Hands.
Right.
He's not a big puncher. He doesn't have power at all, but he can outbox you for all 12 rounds. He can outbox you for all 12 rounds.
Right.
And he's gonna have to do that against Regis because Regis is gonna be looking for that knockout punch.
Yeah.
Regis is looking for that knockout punch.
So you like Regis?
I would. I mean, I'm a puncher myself. I'm a puncher myself, so I would. I'm gonna go with Regis.
Okay. That's perfect. We're winding it down. Last right here. This is the last one, and I got a question I got to ask this one. What do you think about the? Hold up, I got to say this. My man Jay York is on. The guy, the producer, the man that did your promo and intro and all that. He's on right now. Hello to you, Jay. Thank you, man, for stopping in, brother. I had to say something. I got to say something. I see my man. I see him right up here. Good to see you, Jay. Thank you. But he's on. Yours are, in summary, shorten it up. Crawford and Spence, the rematch. They're talking about a rematch. What do you think?
Okay, so as far as I know, as far as what the world, has been updated on, I guess yesterday the rematch clause was active.
Right.
So it's on. Now, again, with them two, you have a puncher, which will be Spence, and you have a straight out boxer, straight out counter puncher, which will be Bud. The first fight, it was one-sided.
Mm-hmm.
The one-sided. What did Spitz say was gonna be a one-sided ass whooping, man?
Yeah.
And it was that, but not in his favor.
Yeah, not in his favor.
So, and that was at 147. Did he look drained to me? Yes, but I'm not gonna give him no excuse. I'm not.
Right. Yeah.
You lost.
Yeah.
So 154, where he's where he's comfortable and he's he ain't gotta kill himself to get down and weight. Yes, it will be a different fight, regardless of what the fans, the Bud fans are gonna say. Man, listen, this will be a different fight. This will be. Listen, if I fought, I fight at 175. If I was to go down to 168, it would be a whole different fight. Well, I would be a whole different fighter from 175. Hey, I may keep my strength and be an even worse force to be reckoned with at 168 because these guys are smaller.
Mhm.
or I may lose a little strength and
Right.
gain more speed.
Yeah. Yeah.
We don't,
Yeah.
but you are a different. The pounds make the fight and the fighter very different.
Yeah.
So
So you
154. I'm looking forward to this fight.
so
I'm going with Spence again.
okay. All right, great. Hey, look, we get ready to shut it down, but this is what I want to ask you, man, because I want to know this from you. You got any questions for me? You got any questions you want to ask me?
Well, I have something that I want to say, and it's not a question. I just want to say that um, thank you for giving me this opportunity. Thank you for shedding light on who SOG is and my career and what
Mhm.
I want to thank you for shedding light on the boxing world, man. Like because this is a tough sport. This is a lot of people. From the outside looking in, they don't know what we go through as athletes, man.
Right.
On
Yep.
a day basis, man. This is not a regular 9 to 5, man. This is
Yeah. It's
this
around the clock. It's
this
around the clock.
9 to 5, man.
It's round the clock. And let me say this, Gerald, before I don't want to cut you off, but it's the same thing with this show right here. It's around the clock. I got people, trying to come on, people trying to come in, people want to come in, and now it's around the clock for me and around the clock for Jay. So I know what you're talking about. You dig what I'm saying? I got some people I want to say, want to shout out right quick before we get out of here. Lamar Russ, Fayetteville, North Carolina, professional fighter. Had him on about 3 weeks ago. He's coming back on, but he's coming on with his son. His son is very popular in the basketball world. So I'm going to have him on. Lamar Russ, a great talent out of Fayetteville, North Carolina. And Latrell, my man, the milkman, from all the way from, is that Mississippi? My man, artist. He's always rocking with me, coming through. That's one brother I can count on. I'm telling you that right now. If I need some information, I can count on that brother right now. Good to see you, man. Look, last one, last but not least. What does the D.HALL People Show and the J.O. Productions mean to you, man?
Hey, listen. They mean, look, by you being a a a black owned company, first and foremost, I salute you. Thank
Thank you.
you. My hats off to you, and keep doing what you're doing, man. Like, as black entrepreneurs, that have businesses, we 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 gotta connect and support each other, man, because that's what's important, man. We have to be there for each other. I appreciate you and I thank you for reaching out to me, and
Oh, yeah.
if there's anything I can do as far as promotion
Oh,
wise, share links, share pictures, share videos, man. Just all you have to do is ask and I'll do anything.
appreciate it.
I appreciate you. The D.HALL show, man.
I appreciate you, man. Lamar said, "Do you fight?" Yeah, he's a fighter. He's Gerald McCLEALN son. You better look it up, Lamar.
Hey, listen, hey, I'm gonna have a 6 pro fight this month, September 30th, Baton Rouge, Louisiana. It's going down again.
Y'all
It's
hear
going,
that? Baton Rouge, Louisiana. That's his next fight. What's it? You say September the 30th?
yep.
Okay, great deal, man. And how can the people follow you, man, before we get out of here?
Okay, so I'm on Facebook under Gerald McClellan Jr. You can catch me on Instagram, Gerald McClellan Jr. _ SOG. I have my own YouTube channel.
Good.
Yeah, like it's hey, I'm building my brand. I am my brand, and
Hey,
hey, it's only
wonderful.
the beginning.
Great. Gerald, it's been a pleasure. It's been wonderful, man. And I thank you. And hopefully we can get you back on soon and very soon. And I want to say, man, it's your father. I'm a big fan of your father. And his fighting. He was a devastating puncher. Gerald McClellan, two-time middleweight champion of the world. And y'all need to look him up and look up my man right here, his son, SOG, and a tremendous conversation we had today. Hope y'all go back and look at it. I'll be posting this up. We were pushing this thing out on all groups and platforms where we can. And it's going live right now on YouTube as we speak. Yep, for sure. All right, brother. Let me let you go, man. I thank you so much for being on the show, brother.
Thank you, D.HALL.
All right, man. We'll catch you next time, brother.
Okay.
All right. There y'all have it, man. Wow, great guy. Thank you, Chuck. Chuck says great show. Yes, he was. Omonye. I can't say that name. He says the bastard puncher for sure. I know the power doesn't fall from the tree with that sun. He said he was a puncher. That's what he said. Gerald Jr. did. He said he was a puncher, and I'm looking forward to catching some of his fights somewhere soon. I want to thank y'all, man, for being a part of what me and Jay do. We sometimes we go over the limit, but it was worth it. When you have a talented kid like that, young man like that, the son of two-time former world champion Gerald McCLEALLN, I want to thank y'all for being a part of what we do here. Get ready. We're coming back next Sunday. Hector Camacho Jr. Everybody knows Hector Camacho, the Camacho, the man with the razzle dazzle. His son will be right here. We're going to have him here also. Thank you, Lisa McCLEALLN. I appreciate you. Great foundation for the fighters and all that. Y'all make sure y'all tune back in. We're going to be posting that up. My man Hector Camacho Jr., man. Y'all in for a treat, man. Y'all in for a treat next Sunday, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thank Jay York, my guy. He's always working hard, making us do things, rocking with me. And I thank you, the people, because that's what it's all about, the People Show. Look, I got to get out of here. I didn't talk too much. Hey, I'll catch y'all next Sunday, man. Get ready. Hector Camacho Jr. next Sunday right here on this show. Yeah. Wow, man. We're going to be talking. And then y'all get ready. We got some more stuff coming in. We're working on it right now. We're working on it. Thank y'all so much. See y'all next Sunday.
You are in the mix with D.HALL and the People's Show.
Coming to us out of studio today in beautiful Raleigh, North Carolina. He stands next to his world-famous producer, Jay. He is the #1 undisputed top talk show host on the air today. The voice of the People Show. Ladies and gentlemen, here is D.